in the UK, we have laws. So on roads, we have the highway code, and like as an example, we have like speed limits. So cars can only drive a certain speed in that area, and if they don't, they get points on their license, have to pay fines. They're kind of like in varying degrees, but those are the laws. And if you break the laws, then there's like there is repercussions. And similarly, if I take a like a rod with some wire on it, and I put a hook on the end of the wire, and then I put some dog treats or some cat treats, and I go and catch a cat or a dog, and then I dunk the dog underwater or the cat. I dunk them underwater so they can't breathe, and then I like end their lives, and then I eat the animal. I will be prosecuted. That's illegal to do in England. But ironically, if I 365 days of the year, if I go and take that same rod, same wire, hooks, and I go and look for fish, it and kill the and end the lives of those fish, that's legal. And so there is this weird discrepancy between the species of the animal, which protects some and protects the other. It's not equal. And I sent some questions to my MP just before they lost their seat, actually. But I asked them about animal rights and about the laws around animals. And what I see is that the current laws that we have protecting dogs and cats, we just need to edit that legislation just a little bit. Just say all animals, and what that does is then brings the equal rights between dogs and cats and pigs and chickens and the other animals that some people exploit and eat. So that it's fair, so that it's equal. We already have the laws in place. We just need to edit them. We just need to add a few words. It's really, really simple. And yeah, that's like the future that I envisage. I would like to see, because currently we have like animal exploitation going on that is legal, and animal exploitation that goes on that is illegal, and we just need to extend the laws that currently cover the more like fluffier animals, and make it equal, basically, because laws can be changed. They are changed. When England left the European Union, around Brexit, the laws had to be changed. The legislation had to be changed, and it was changed, and it is changed. So we need to push towards changing the rights for all animals so that they are equal, because currently it is an exploitive and abusive relationship that we have with some animals. And before the laws come in, we can just choose to eat some animals. No, don't eat some animals. We can choose to eat no animals. It's really easy. Just go and pick up something that doesn't come from an animal. I've been doing it for like 14, 15 years, maybe more. Some people I know have been doing it for 50. It's really easy, really easy. Wherever you like, just take out some beef, put in some beans, take out chickens, put in chickpeas. And yeah, I've got hundreds of recipes that I can link you to, or just they're all over my website. And the MP, interestingly, so I asked them some necessary questions about some people artificially inseminating animals against their will. So if I was to artificially inseminate a dog against their will, I would go to jail or to prison. I would be arrested. But if I go and do it to a cow, someone will pay me money to do it, and I'm hired to do it, and it's legal. And I won't use the words that, because this video will probably get like blocked, but just go and watch a video about how humans. I mean, I've seen it enough times, and it's horrific what humans do to animals against their will, and it's like a violation of their organs. It's a violation of their bodies, of their bodily autonomy. And though some animals aren't protected, but then dogs and cats are taken to vets and looked after, like given special treatment. It's called speciesism, what we do in the UK. And yeah, the beauty of the law is that the laws can change, and I would love them to. I hope they do. And the MP that I wrote to kind of ignored what I was asking. I'll have to ask the next one again, the next MP. In fact, I might go back and ask them to clarify their points, because they said they just kind of dismissed a lot of, they ignored a lot of what I was asking. And they also kind of like, they said along the lines of, in England, we have the best standards in the world. But those standards, in their words, include artificially inseminating animals against their will, and also it includes gas chambers and electric baths of water, and things like tail docking and like blunting, which is like smashing pigs on the floor, and they're called gestation crates, basically these metal crates that these mum pigs live in pretty much their whole lives, so they don't squash the pigs, but they can't move on concrete. And it's like, that's not high standards. That's, the rest of the world is even worse. And interestingly, I watched the film I Can Never Go Vegan, and it kind of actually breaks down the myth of high standards that we have in the UK. It's not. It's just like they've cherry picked some data, because it's just like it's like dodging. It's like dodging, and another word for it was derailing. You derail the conversation by bringing up, let's call it a red herring or something like that. And it's it's very strange when you just ask people some simple questions, and then they go off on these weird, like defending gas chambers. It's kind of weird. Bit kind of like reminds me of late periods of Germany, before there was a bit of change in Germany last year, if you get what I mean. Not last year, last century. And yeah, it's kind of like, it's weird to see. Like, I wanted the person to send me the laws that, I wanted direct question. I said, can you send me the laws that protect dogs, and how can we change those laws so they can protect all other animals? What are the laws against breeding with dogs, like a human to breed with a dog? Obviously that's illegal, but we breed with cows, and we breed with pigs and stuff like that. So it's like, where's the laws protecting? These laws are they're not equal. It's biased towards certain animals. Hopefully you can kind of read through what I'm saying, because I don't want this video to get like blocked. But yeah, it's interesting what people say when you give them the truth. See them kind of like, they're strange, like, we have like cognitive dissonance, and we get very defensive. And I can't, there's an element of humans that don't like to be wrong, even though it's like, that's just, there's something inbuilt in us that like goes into denial mode. And it happens. And yeah, so roundabout, we have these laws that protect some animals. Let's make laws that protect all animals. Just edit the current laws so it just says all animals. And yeah, hope you all have a lovely day.